Welcome back. This is Starian from Mysterian Gaming. Today we're running the dungeon known as the Black Morass. This actually is located in the Caverns of Time. Basically, you're in the past, making sure the events do not. No. It's basically you're making sure the timeline stays intact. In this one, there's going to be 18 portals you have to defeat the mobs that are guarding. It will be 6 portals per boss. And then you get about like a minute breather. And then the next set will start spawning. You have to make sure none of the mobs get towards Medivh, or they'll start destroying his shield. And if his shield gets to 0, you fail. To initiate this, you actually have to go up to him and he'll start his dialogue. Now there are 4 portal spawn points. Sorry about that. But yes, there will be 4 spawn points. One here, one here, one here, and one here. More or less, you just need to keep all the mobs from getting to him, which is pretty easy. As long as you lay down AoEs, you'll keep the aggro. Let's get started and you can see.
The time has come! Gul'dan, order your warlocks to double their efforts! Moments from now, the gateway will open, and your horde will be released upon this ripe, unsuspecting world.
Basically, you take out this ad here who's guarding the portal that has the demons. Now, during while you fight them, there will be ads that will periodically come out of that portal and start heading towards Medivh. All you have to do is kill them. Don't let anything get to Medivh and you're fine. Now, it would be easier if I would mount up and go to it, but since I'm pretty much going to one-shot these things, there's no real point in it.
I'm out of range.
Now for people who actually skin, you can actually skin those mobs. And doing this, Skinner could build up a nice bit of material. And if you're curious about it, there will actually be a time... sorry, the cat's playing around my cord here. Now there will be a little portal number gate. Basically, I'll tell you what portal number you're on, how many to go. I'll be right up here in the top central. You can't see it now because I actually turned off my UI.
It's too far away.
Now, to be honest, more or less these bosses that are in here are pretty much just tank and
I
spank.
need to get closer.
The last boss is really the one you got to be careful with.
Why do you aid the mages? Just think of how many lives could be saved if the portal is never opened, if the resulting wars could be erased. These quests die.
Now, as I said, you get a small breather here, about 30 seconds to a minute. Time to regroup, get ready. you go for another set of 6 portals. There's 18 in total. 6-1 will always be the boss. We're actually going to sit here. I want you to see that there actually will be ads that come out. See? They come out periodically.
Out of range.
Now, if you're curious of how I'm just one-shotting them, I'm just using the Death Knight's ability known as Outbreak, which is, to my knowledge, only the Unholy spec.
I need to get closer.
Now, if I kept my numbers right, this should be the boss.
Death. It's not too late. You may still lead lives.
Now, if you're wondering where we're actually at in current WoW, this is actually known as the Swamp of Sorrows. Basically, it's the area you would head to if you wanted to go to Karzon, more or less. It's technically the closest flight plan for Alliance support. Now, about Templarius, if I remember him right, if you had someone that could purge or spell steal magic, then you were set, because I believe he's the one who gets a pretty nasty haste buff that could destroy a tank. If you were able to spell steal as a mage, oh boy, your spells would go. You use basically machine gun spells for duration. I remember being on my mage and doing that, just machine gun frostbolt. It was so beautiful.
It's too far away.
time has come to shatter this clockwork universe forever. Let us no longer those who do not embrace this greater path shall become victims.
I am grateful for your aid, champions. Now, Gul'dan's horde will sweep across this world like a locust swarm. And all my designs, all my carefully laid plans, will at last fall into place.
Now this is when the horde officially actually invades Azeroth. Actually, what I said earlier about this being Swamp of Sorrows, I am completely wrong, and I do apologize. This is actually the Blasted Lands of current WoW. I forgot, because this is actually the original Dark Portal. This is actually the Blasted Lands. I made a mistake, because pretty much the Swamp of Sorrows actually looks like this. But this is actually known as the Blasted Lands. So I want to apologize for earlier when I said that. But let's get to this guy right here. As you saw, he goes right for Medivh. He does not even hesitate. He charges. Now, you'll get an item, or you can ask for one, which will summon up a Bronze Drake to aid you in a fight. We all would save them for this guy. The problem is you have to make sure you time it right, because if you summon him, you can instantly just get rid of him. Because the Drake doesn't stay with you the whole fight. But you wanted to get his debuff on the boss to slow down his speed. So y'all had, basically, you would pop him after he does his time lock stun on you, which it was like three seconds. And that's when you would pop it, but we would not all pop it at the same time. We would pop 1 to 2 every time he did his time lock stun on us. That way, because if one was out when he did that stun, it'd instantly get rid of the Drake that was helping us. So we had to be sure and time it right. But pretty much this has been Black Morass. As you can see, it's a giant area. But I'd like to say thank you for watching. This has been Asterion from Asterion Gaming, asking you to please like and subscribe to the videos. I will see you guys in the next one.